This is Michael Delaney of the Copenhagen Voice at a meeting in Copenhagen where the Livia Foundation has presented prizes for conflict resolution. One of the prizes went to a Palestinian-Israeli peace and conflict resolution team called Combatants for Peace, and they're represented here today by Raed Alhadar and Chen Alon. And Chen, can you tell me why your organization is called Combatants for Peace?
It's called Combatants for Peace. Because we are all ex-combatants and not combatants anymore. We were all part of the circle of violence in our region. We were all fighters, and we were all shooting and using violence, and we abandoned the way of violence, and we initiate our movement, which is a non-violent struggle to bring an end to the occupation and achieve real peace between Israelis and Palestinians.
Raed, how many people are you and how do you work?
احنا عددنا اليوم بشكل رسمي او الداعمين لانهم يعدوا بالالاف. ولكن في هناك اعضاء رسميين وناشطين في داخل المجموعه داخل المؤسسه حوالي 300 شخص.
Men de repræsentative for vores organisationer, de aktive medlemmer. He said that there are thousands of supporters who support this organization, and the official active people are about 300.
لدينا مجموعات مشتركة صغيرة في الضفة وفي إسرائيل، 3 مجموعات في الشمال والوسط والجنوب.
We have small groups in the south and in the middle and in the north part of the West Bank.
لدينا نشاطات كثيرة تناضل بشكل لا عنصري ضد الاحتلال.
And we have a lot of activities, non-violent activities against the occupation.
منها المظاهرات السلمية.
Which of them are the demonstrations.
اللقاءات مع الجمهور الفلسطيني والإسرائيلي.
One of the activities are also to meet the Palestinian people and the Israeli people.
لإقناعهم بعدم جدوى العنف في هذا الصراع.
To convince both parts that violence isn't another solution.
خاصة إنه نحن لنا تجربة في ذلك في ممارسة العنف.
Especially that we have our past with as combatants in violence.
And do you work in pairs or do you work in mixed groups?
In mostly mixed groups. We have a structure of steering committee and 3 local groups. Because of the checkpoints and the barriers, we are obliged to work in different areas because the Palestinians are not allowed to cross from territory to territory, and they are very strict. So our strategy is to work through this, and we work, but we always work in groups, Israelis and Palestinians.
How do the people take the work? Do they accept that you are both communities and are both committed to peace?
Yeah, it depends. You know that depressing as it is, in the last assault on Gaza, there was 95% support in the Israeli society, which is quite depressing, So right now, the Israeli society, both society went really extreme, and people are so shattered and blind of hatred. So we are not preaching to the choir at the moment. We are really struggling to deliver our message and to cross over the barrier of fear and hatred.
How do you expect to have peace in your lifetime in the Middle East, and how will you achieve it?
هل تتصور انه رح يكون في سلام وانت عايش؟ كيف تتصور انه رح توصل لمرحلة السلام؟
يعني اعتقد انه بنعيش تحت ظروف كثير صعبة.
I think that we are facing hard circumstances.
خاصة في هاي الأيام.
Especially those days.
المجتمع الإسرائيلي توجه نحو اليمين أكثر.
We have an Israeli society who are moving to the right.
الفلسطينيين يفتقدون الأمل.
We have Palestinians losing their hope.
ويشعرون بالإحباط أكثر.
And they really feel depressed.
هناك قتل، هناك العنف يمارس ضد الفلسطينيين.
There are killing and there are violence against the Palestinian civilian people.
هذا الظروف، كل هذه الظروف صعبة علينا كمجموعة.
All those circumstances are really hard for us as an organization.
نؤمن بمعتقداتنا، نؤمن بالخط الذي نسير عليه.
We believe in our vision and we believe in the mission we have to complete.
إذا فقدنا الأمل أعتقد راح نفقد كل شيء.
If we lose hope, we will lose everything.
بالتالي الأمل لدينا في جوف داخلنا.
Therefore, we have hope inside of us.
نعمل بشكل صعب جدا.
We are working under hard circumstances.
ما دام إنه هناك أمل أعتقد إنه راح نصل لتحقيق الأهداف.
But as long as there is hope, I think it will help us reach our goals.
حتى لو طال الزمن ذلك.
Even though its time will be long.
Hi. One last question. War crimes on both sides, if there are investigations, perhaps trials, will that help the peace situation?
Say it again, please.
If there are investigations into war crimes on both sides, will it help the peace situation?
I don't believe in institutional processes, you know. It's the people who have to investigate themselves. Clearly, there are war crimes committed in this conflict on both sides. You know that killing hundreds of children, innocent civilians, is a war crime. And to explode in innocent civilian place is a war crime as well. And obviously, the criminals who are doing this crime should be tried. But I think that the more, the deepest process is the process that the grassroots process. And this is why we are functioning, or we are doing our activities as in the model of the Truth and Reconciliation Committee. You know, we have to seek for truth and reconciliation, and not to search for who's blame and so on.
And congratulations on your prize.
Thank you.
Michael Lane for the Copenhagen Voice.